Okay, so I'm gonna get started. Let me see. If I do this, everybody sees me now, right? In the big screen. Todo el mundo me ve? Thumbs up? Thumbs up? Great. Okay, so sound is good. The Cadillac is ready. And we can get started. So what is my idea for today? So I know that my idea for today's class, and to keep the spirit of Christmas celebration, is that we are all working so hard putting up our Christmas decoration. So all this upper girdle is working, and the neck is also stressed a little bit because of all this extra work we're doing with the Christmas decoration. So I'm gonna focus today's workout on our upper body. I want you to leave out this workout feeling stronger in your upper body and with the neck more relaxed, and especially with our head and neck more connected and engaged to our girdle. So this is my plan for today. Mi plan para hoy es fortalecer ese tronco superior, conectar mejor la cabeza a nuestro centro para que podáis gestionar mejor todos esos esfuerzos al colgar las decoraciones de Navidad, que sé que es mucho trabajo, aunque es muy divertido. So what is that we're doing today? For today, you're gonna need, for sure, both leg loop and handles. So make sure you have both options. These are the arm springs, but I will use both. I will use the loop and I will use the handle. So make sure you have that handy. And then as you can see, I also have the leg springs, and they are with one loop. This loop is longer and larger, as you can see, just for you to know. This loop is larger than the regular or usual standard loops for the leg springs. If you don't have a larger one, you can use the extensor strap of the reformer. That will work for sure as well. So make sure you have a larger strap, a larger loop connected to the leg springs. Makes sense? So go and grab your extensor strap on the reformer if you don't have a bigger loop. Okay? Great. So we're gonna be sitting with our legs on the outside of the Cadillac. I love having the legs on the outside of the Cadillac because it just removes any possible tension or restriction in your hips or your hamstrings in comparison to having them in front of you. So allow yourself today to keep your legs at this moment open and feel really you're sitting on your sit bones and you're keeping your hips as vertical as you can in comparison or regarding to your spine. Yes, you can either use the feet on the bottom frame, which is very convenient if you have long limbs, or you can just work all that hugging from your inner midline towards your center. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna suggest you to do now, is to place the strap, the loop, around your wrist. Joe Pilates had special loops, according to the archives, which are shorter and narrower for the wrists, which are very convenient too, but we can make it work with this kind of leg spring loop. Try and feel the resistance, see that this resistance is good and you can deal with it, you can work with it. Strong fists, find that girdle, your upper girdle is working, you're hugging your Cadillac, and you're gonna establish the breathing of the 100. You're inhaling in 5 and you're exhaling in 5. And as you're doing that, we're gonna start doing the boxing small bag drills. So you're starting to imagine you have a small bag in front of you, you're doing the drilling, and you're inhaling in 5, exhaling in 5. And while you're doing this, we're warming up, and you're trying to find that rhythm and that breathing pattern, and you're starting to warm up all this upper girdle towards your center. Hips are stable, hugging with your legs, the edges of the Cadillac, and focus in your breathing like the 100. And you can speed up the drill, and you're exhaling long. We have more 5 breaths to go. Make it faster. Make it faster. Exhale. Keep using those legs to hug the Cadillac. Exhale deeply. Keep drilling. Keep using that imaginary boxing small bag in front of you and go a little bit faster for the last 2 breaths. Exhale. You can imagine that this is some archival work that Joe did. You know, Joe has some boxing background. And since yesterday it was his birthday, I thought it was very cool to bring some of his archival work to today's workout. Last breath, go faster. And exhale. Good. And go back place. So now, scoot back a little bit for the next exercise. And we're gonna find now your first finger is going through the ring of the loop, right? Look at this. So this is the loop. This is the ring where it hooks to the spring. You are placing the first finger through the ring. And you're doing that with both straps. So we're gonna work the connection and the activation of our upper girdle, isolating one finger at a time. And you're gonna discover some interesting awakenings and breakthrough activations. So bring your elbows close to your body, keep hugging, keep tall. And now you're just going to do the press down with the first finger 3 times. And while you're doing this, try to pay attention and feel where it is in your upper girdle that you're feeling that press. Probably somewhere in front and around the rib girdle here. Now go to the second finger, right? And you place it through and you find again your position and you're doing your press again with that other finger. And as you do that, keep thinking of keeping those sit bones on your Cadillac, really tall back, and feel if as moving along your fingers, the engagement to your girdle also moves accordingly, tridimensionally around your girdle of strength. I move to the third finger. You're still tall, you're still hugging, and you're trying again. And see how it feels. I feel that as I'm moving towards my pinky finger, the activation and engagement of my girdle also widens tridimensionally to the sides and the back of my upper girdle. I'm with the pinky now, and feel what happens with the pinky. Feel how you can engage even more on the outside, both on your shoulder girdle and your upper back girdle. You can feel how it is just spreading sideways, tridimensionally around that girdle. So we started feeling the front with our first finger a lot. And as we are opening and winging the activation to the pinky, to the small finger, you can feel how you can also awaken and engage more towards this other side of your powerhouse. Great. So we move the loops really fast without losing too much time. So we keep the pace and we add the handles. Gratz handles. You can use any of Gratz handles. It's great. They have lots of different options. You can use either. You go back to your position. If you are, by the way, in a wall unit instead of a Cadillac, you can do this with your legs in the Indian or kneeling. All the things that we just did and the things that we're going to continue doing, you can choose that option too if you're not on the Cadillac. Okay, ready for our arm circles? Try the resistance and start nice and smooth, circling your circles with your arms and focusing again on that perpendicular position of your hips, your sit bones on the mat. Reverse it as you work that rib girdle, that upper girdle, to support all that large range of motion around your shoulder girdle, right? It's all about balancing stability with mobility. And come it back home and bend it in. Keep going to our sparkle. So you're down below, you're finding that rib center. I need to work that too. And you're circling up and 8 to come down. Good. And up And you can reverse the direction of the circle as you're coming down, perhaps. Oh, it's tricky to keep that girdle stable. And you can also use lighter springs. If you think that the arm spring is too much, you can always go to the rollback bar springs and home. Great. Now go up again, find your shaving, and let's do 6 of those. And this one is a great way to really feel how you reach up from that upper back and allow yourself to deepen all that upper girdle from the front and the sides as you reach those arms away. One more. And now open. And we're doing the hug. Start inhaling as you open, exhaling as you close. One more time that way, and then we reverse it. Now you are inhaling when you close and you're exhaling when you open. It is good to feel how many different ways there is to breathe and to expand our upper torso in so many directions. Great. Go back to our starting position here, always coming back home to our box and come picking up a little bit of Joe's boxing background. We're gonna do our boxing. So you're gonna box it, and you can start doing it with a squared box, and then you can cross the midline and actually find that rotation in your upper body, but try to keep those hips as stable and vertical as possible. So we are really working all of that upper body with a really low body support. Last time, and home. Bring your hands to your hips. Good. Bring one arm straight up along your ear. Now, use this hand or this arm close to your ear to spiral around your axis. You can exhale deeply. Try to keep your chin aligned with your chest or your sternum. Do this side 2 more times. Arm close to your ear and spiral around. And as you're doing that, feel the opposite hip trying to remain as grounded as possible in the position to your spiraling. One last time, exhaling. So this is working to spiral around deeply. Exhale and center. Try the other side. Bring that arm up. So what I love about doing this series is that most likely we've seen them standing, and sometimes it is a lot to deal with when we're standing and adding all this amazing range of motion and spiraling and twisting up the spine. So working it on a sitting position, it's a great way to introduce it. Now we're gonna do it with both arms. So you're gonna start twisting, and the arm that reaches down is going to cross towards your midline. So you're crossing your arms and you're exhaling deeply. And this is a great way to support your rib girdle as you're twisting around your axis. All the way out. And center. You can inhale deeply here and you exhale deeply, crossing those arms and center. One last time. All the way out and center. Now to finish this twisting, we're gonna do the version with bent elbows. So you're gonna do exactly the same. The only difference is that your arms are bent. The palm is facing up for more intercostal opening. And now the arm below you is gonna 3 times cross over as you're exhaling. Come back center. Palm facing up to the ceiling and cross it 1, 2, 3, and bring it center. Again, palm up to the ceiling and cross it 1, 2, 3, and center. Last time. Make sure you pay attention. Where is that you're looking? Where are you staring? Because that will give direction to your movement. Nice. Place the handles behind you so that you can freely flip to the other side and work our upper girdle now with a different direction and relation to the resistance. So now the resistance is not coming from behind, but it's actually in front of us. Try and see how it feels for you, the resistance. Again, if you're not on a Cadillac, you can be perfectly kneeling on your wall unit and doing all this in a kneeling position. So chest expansion, inhale deeply, twist your head left and bring it center. And again, if you need lighter springs or heavier, help yourself. One more time, inhale. Make sure you are free to adapt any exercise that doesn't feel good in your body. It's always important that Pilates always feels good in your body. So if there's something that doesn't suit your body, adapt it, modify it, or even leave it out, but always take care of your body. One more time, to the left, to the right, and center. You see how I'm, paying attention to try to feel my really perpendicular position and avoid leaning and popping or vice versa. Good. Go a little bit further back and find this great position again. Feel your springs just slightly alive in front of you. And then you're going to swivel those arms towards you. Hold it 3, hold it 2, 1, and bring it center. And again, hold it 1, 2, 3, and center. And pull it 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to reverse it. So now we're starting with palms up and we're going to swivel it, bringing palms down. 2, 3, palms up as we reach forward. And pull it in. 2, 3, and forward. 2 more. Pull it in. 2, 3, and forward. And now we're going to do a combination. So 1 palm down, 1 palm up, and we alternate and swivel it. 1. And it's going to be similar to the boxing, but this time the resistance is coming in front of you, right? So you are pulling and activating all that upper back as you are twisting through the alternating of the arms. And home. Good. So we are all going to go on our knees because that is the goal, right? From a more supported position like sitting, moving to kneeling, and finally going to standing. That's a great way to progress exercises so that we end up standing and feeling all these alignment and stability and awareness and awakening and implementing it to our daily life when we're standing. So from sitting, we're taking it to a new level by kneeling. And you're going to make sure you're kind of the end of the Cadillac because the straps are kind of strong. Just feel the strap. And this is what we're doing. 1 leg in front of you. There you go. And you're going to swim. So swim, swim, keep alternating. Feel the standing foot in front of you with the lifted arch support your movement. 1 more. And home. Good. Try the other side. Find your position. This is a great way to have the support when you're leaning forward and alternate. 1, 2. There you go. Reach further and up before you go forward. Do a complete range of motion. 2, 1, and home, center. Go back to the first leg, and this time, make sure you're ready for this. The leg behind you, the foot behind you is flexed, not relaxed, but actually flexed. So you're gonna be ready to increase that swimming and stability of the exercise. So, ready? You're reaching, and when you reach the arm of the leg behind you, you're gonna lift the knee and find the maximum opposition of length. And then you bring it down and reach down and reach last time and reach and you bring it home. I'm just spicing it up a little bit for you. It's Christmas. It's good to play with our body. Last time, and of course you could do this standing. And reach, find it, and when you reach the same arm of the leg reaching back, you lift it, and you lift it. 2, you lift it. Last time, and home. Nice. So as I said, it was about building today our upper body, right? Strengthening it, but also understanding how our head is connected to this all this girdle that we just warmed up. So for now, we're gonna need that leg spring that I talked about. So you're gonna hook them in the middle first. There we go. Here one, and here's the other. So I have leg springs in the middle hook with a larger loop. And most likely I'm gonna need to remove my hat to do this, right? I don't think I'm gonna be able. Let me see, I'll try. Oh, look, there we are. I won't lose my Christmas spirit. Today I keep it until the end. So, base of the skull, be gentle and nice with you. Let's add some articulation of the spine while we start creating that length and releasing that neck. And bring yourself gently. Be kind to yourself. One more time, lift yourself up and then reach, and make sure and try to keep those heels reaching into the Cadillac pose as you are articulating. Last time, only 3. And get deeper and deeper and deeper. And send. Good. Let's do it on the other way. So turn your back to the spring now. Again, we're playing with where the resistance is coming from. You can keep your legs slightly apart. We can place our neck stretcher around our head. There we go. Find your tall back and gently exhale and get deeper in that articulation. Oh, this is delicious. So what I'm trying to focus today on is that we, of course, we have a main powerhouse and girdle of strength, but we also have an important second powerhouse, which is our head and neck. And obviously that has to be totally connected and supported and strong as our main powerhouse. So that is what we're moving towards now. So from sitting, we're going back to kneeling, the same way we did with the arms, upper girdle, shoulder girdle, we're doing with this. And for that, you're gonna place now the springs in a higher hook because we are kneeling and you wanna have a good relation of the direction of the spring towards your center and your body. So there we are. Good. Find your kneeling position. Try to be this time hip width apart. I like to be in parallel, but if you need to be in with slightly rotation and heels together, toes apart, do so. You know your body. So the first one's gonna be rounding slightly on your upper back as you are hinging. And then you're bringing yourself up. And make sure you have the strap in the place that you need it, in the base of your skull. You shouldn't feel any strain in your neck. You should feel it all in your box and center, right? One last time. And you should feel a beautiful, nice releasing traction in the base of the skull. Good. Try to be tall now, and as tall as you are, hinge and come back. And now you're gonna feel it more in the hammy feeling, straightening, strengthening your straight line. Last time. And center. And from the kneeling, of course, we're going to go to the other direction. We're almost there. Believe me, I have a very happy ending for you. A very, very happy ending. So there you are, kneeling again, feeling that strap. Find that lift in the front of your body. Opened elbows and curl. Oh, this is delicious. Such a beautiful way to open your vertebrae, but not only the neck. Actually, it's a great way, remember, to engage and nourish the relation between your upper girdle, neck and head, and your girdle of strength, your powerhouse. Exhale deeply. And bring it home. Nice, enough of those. Always be gentle and dose the number of resistance and repetitions when you work with your head. And the last exercise, our happy ending. You're gonna grab your trapeze. You're gonna make sure it is, yes, screw it so it's stable, so it doesn't slide, right? You're gonna love it, I'm telling you. Now we're getting closer and closer to our Cocoa and Carol's moment on the Cadillac. And use your hands to help you. Place the strap on the back of your neck, right on the base of the skull. Make sure you are tall and lifted in your spine like you were when you had the kneeling position and hinging back with the strap on the neck. So you're not just sinking on the strap, that you're actually using all those muscles that you awakened when you were hinging to support yourself and sustain yourself while you feel this beautiful and relaxing and releasing subtle traction from the trapeze strap on the base of your skull. So such a good way to feel where your head is in space in relation to the length and strength of this torso, of this axis of your skeleton. Just breathe a few more times. You should feel active, although at the same time it's releasing your neck and creating more space. But your body should be active, maintaining this position for 3, for 2, and for 1. Grab the trapeze with your hand. Help yourself gently to lift up yourself. I hope you enjoyed our 30-minute workout on the Cadillac. Now you're ready for Cocoa and for Carol's. May you have wonderful, wonderful holidays. I wish you a lot of love, a lot of health, and of course, a lot of Pilates in your life. Thank you for sharing with me the joy for Pilates, and thank you, Graz, for making this possible. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Bon Nadal, Marian. Bon Nadal.
Bon Nadal. Bon Nadal. Thank you. Bye. Bye now. Bye. This is beautiful.
Bon
people.
Nadal.
Bon Nadal. Bye. Ay, Nuria. Bye bye.
Bye. Bon
Ciao,
Nadal.
ciao. Bon Nadal. Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you so
Perdona?
much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
No, però jo no menjo bé.
Bye.
No, hi ha això. Hi ha caldo, hi ha crema de... Mira, hi ha crema. No, i després hi ha... No.
Bye. Bye, Gary. Bye. Thank you for joining. Bye. I can't listen to you, Gary. If you want to turn your mic on, my pleasure to hear you. Thank you, Gary.
Your class was excellent. I totally enjoyed it.
Thank you, Gary. I enjoyed sharing it with you. Thank
Best.
you.
Love it. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Let's keep in touch. Thank you. Bye. Bye, everybody. Thanks. Appreciate it.
She's cutie pie.
Oh, thank you, Julian. That was appreciated.
Wow, was that good? Marian Tarin.
Thank you, Gary.
Cute.
Appreciate it. And thank you, Graz. Bye.